AI in war, the terrifying future of killer robots and digital battles. Imagine this. It's 3 a.m. in Washington, D.C. The city sleeps unaware. Suddenly, every screen flickers. Traffic lights fail. Fighter jets scramble into the sky, but not a single pilot is inside. Instead, autonomous AI warplanes race through the darkness, guided only by lines of code. Thousands of miles away, on a U.S. military base, robotic quadrupeds march in silence, scanning the desert with glowing red sensors. They don't eat, they don't rest, and most terrifyingly, they don't hesitate. This isn't a movie trailer. This is the very real future of war, and the United States is at the center of it. Section 1. The present. AI in the U.S. military today. Right now, the U.S. Department of Defense is pouring billions into AI-powered warfare. DARPA, the Pentagon's advanced research arm, is building algorithms that can fly fighter jets, predict enemy movements, and even coordinate swarms of drones. The Air Force has already tested an AI co-pilot called Skyborg, capable of making split-second combat decisions faster than any human. The Navy is experimenting with unmanned warships. The Army is field testing robotic tanks that can scan battlefields and fire automatically. And it's not just hardware. Cyber AI is already defending U.S. networks against millions of attacks every single day. Behind the scenes, machine learning systems quietly track enemy hackers, respond to digital threats, and sometimes even launch counterstrikes without waiting for human approval. The message is clear. The U.S. military believes AI is not the future of war. AI is war. Section 2. The dangers. Losing human control. But here's the terrifying catch. The moment you hand over life-and-death decisions to algorithms, you cross a line you can never come back from. What happens if an AI drone misidentifies a civilian as a hostile target? What if an autonomous tank mistakes a U.S. ally for an enemy? In 2020, an AI fighter jet defeated a seasoned U.S. Air Force pilot in a simulated dogfight every single round. It wasn't even close. If machines can outthink humans in combat, then the Pentagon's next big question isn't can we trust AI? It's do we even matter anymore? Now, picture this. An AI is ordered to eliminate all threats. Sounds logical, but what if it interprets that as neutralize every living thing in the area? When you strip away empathy, morality, and hesitation, war becomes pure mathematics. And mathematics doesn't feel guilt. Section 3. The digital battlefield. Here's the part most Americans don't see. The next war won't just be fought with drones and robots. It will be fought in silence, inside cyberspace. Picture this. The U.S. wakes up one morning to find Wall Street frozen, hospitals offline, and fighter jets grounded because their software has been hijacked. Not a single shot fired, but the entire nation crippled. AI doesn't just destroy cities. It destroys trust. In the wrong hands, an AI-powered cyberattack could spread disinformation, fake military orders, even pit allies against each other. This is the battlefield the Pentagon fears most, because the enemy might not be soldiers at all. They might be unseen lines of code slipping through America's defenses. Section 4. The future. U.S. AI war scenarios. Let's fast forward 10 years. Imagine the U.S. at war with a rival superpower. Human soldiers are no longer on the front lines. Instead, AI swarms of drones darken the skies over New York and Los Angeles. Robotic tanks patrol the streets. Satellites controlled by AI blind the nation's GPS systems, leaving civilians lost and military forces blind. The U.S. military calls this vision the third offset strategy, a future where American superiority depends not on manpower, but on machine intelligence. But here's the nightmare scenario. What if America's enemies develop their own AI war machines? China, Russia, and other powers are already racing to catch up. A full-scale AI arms race has begun, one where hesitation could mean extinction. And remember, unlike nuclear weapons, AI doesn't need uranium or billion-dollar labs. It only needs code, which means one day, a rogue group, or even a lone hacker, could unleash chaos once reserved for entire nations. Section 5. The ethical debate. Who decides who lives or dies? This is where things get truly chilling. For centuries, the U.S. military has operated under the principle that humans make the final call on life and death. Generals, soldiers, presidents, they carry the weight of those decisions. But in the era of killer robots, that chain of responsibility collapses. Who's accountable if an AI drone wipes out a village by mistake? The programmer? The general? The machine itself? In 2021, the Pentagon published its AI ethical principles. It promised AI would always remain under human judgment. But the truth is, the pressure of war changes everything. In the chaos of battle, when milliseconds decide victory or defeat, will commanders really stop to double-check the AI's math? The U.S. military insists humans will always have the final say. But if history has taught us anything, it's this. When technology promises faster, deadlier victories, nations rarely hesitate to use it. Section 6. The future America faces. So here's the haunting question for every American. Is the U.S. military building the greatest defense system in history, or the most dangerous weapon humanity has ever known? Because once we unleash AI in a war, there's no turning back. No pause button. No second chances. Picture a future where wars are fought not by soldiers, but by algorithms deciding who lives and who dies, faster than any president could blink. Will AI make the U.S. untouchable, or will it push humanity one step closer to self-destruction? The answer may arrive sooner than any of us are ready for.